Hi Phil, nice to see you again this morning. Some really good work in today's session. Just want to recap on again on a couple of areas that we discussed during the lesson. What we got you working on last time is much better. So the amount of hinging of your wrist, still a little bit over the 90 degrees, but it's like I say, much better than it was in previous weeks. One thing I want to look at this week is the rotation of your forearms through impact. We discussed that you've still got a little bit of a flicking action rather than a rotation. So as we're coming into that golf ball, take you down, see as your hands coming into that golf ball, you just allow the club head, or you get a little bit of a flick to allow the club head to take over those hands, creating that flicking action rather than the rotation. So if we have a quick look at Luke Donaldy on the right hand side, you can see as he's coming into the shot, his hands are leading that club head into the ball, so he's releasing that club back to square. His hands are leading the club, and then as he hits the ball, it's then a rotation of those forearms and not a flick. That's going to keep that ball down your target line. Whereas for yourself, when you're flicking, occasionally leave that club face quite wide open to target, so you're getting a variety of mixed shots. Some going fairly straight, others going quite a long way to the right hand side. The next area that we discussed, again we mentioned it last week, was the weight transfer. Again, I've just put them little lines up in the circle just to highlight your swing centre. We said that your backswing is much better. Just need to have that movement to the left hand side to get that weight transfer there, move into that left hand side, to allow you to strike down into the back of that golf ball and make the strike much more consistent. Once again on this position, you can see the top of your backswing. You're in a nice position, your hips and your upper centre stay fairly close to that line, your head's moved to the right just a fraction, but from this position we need that big movement now of weight to that left hand side to allow you to strike into that golf ball. Again, as you come down into that golf ball, you can see that your upper body, your hips have moved slightly in front of the line, but not quite enough. The upper centre is behind the line and your head hasn't returned back to that circle. So again, that needs a little bit of work. Just feeling that big movement of weight to that left hand side to allow that consistent strike. Again, just highlighted here with Luke Donald. You can see him, his head remains roughly just to the right of that circle, but still in there, and then he has a big movement of weight to that left hand side. So his hips have moved well forward, his upper centre is a good 2 or 3 inches in front of that line, head remains in the circle, which is allowing him to strike down into that golf ball and get a consistent shot every time. So those 2 areas there I want you to work on this week. If you've got any problems during the week, if you want to give me a call, we can discuss it. But on the other hand, you keep working on those areas, and I'll look forward to seeing you again soon. Good luck with it all.